The Nea Church from the Byzantine time is one of the biggest churches in Jerusalem from that time. Sadly, it's not open to the public. We tried to do it a few times without any success yet. The main reason why we cannot open it is the people who lives there. This is the Jewish quarter, and they didn't want to be close to that time, not because of different religion, because of too many people that could visit here. Meanwhile, you can actually see the ancient entrance of Jerusalem. This is Zion Gate from Byzantine time. If you remember, that actually reached to the corridor, to the main street at the Jewish quarter, and until Damascus Gate, 800 meters, 2,400 feet. That's it. The main street actually ended here because just after the gate, if you remember, I took so many videos of it, there's a slap into the valley, then there wasn't reason to build another part of it. But what you can see here is an Ayyubi gate, a Muslim gate that was built on top of the Byzantine gate. We are talking about the 7th, 8th century AD. They actually occupied the city, the Muslims occupied the city from the Byzantines, from the Christians. Then they built here a tower and an entrance. You can see now the part of the parking place of the Jewish quarter. We excavate here a lot, and the Nea Church is actually beneath it. And let's continue. What I'm doing now, actually what he is doing now, and I'm just the little helper. I'm taking you to the church that I was there only once in my lifetime, but without a camera. Then in that case, it's quite an important video to me, because you never saw the Nea Church through me. And we are at the Jewish quarter. Another reason why there are no houses here is because of the Hansen disease. That used to be the village of those people, leopard. That's where the leopards used to stay, and no one wants to build this house on that place. Eddie is always the last one, because she's always writing, and then if you will ask her, can you read it to us, she cannot recognize her handwriting. But but I love you, Eddie. Yeah. Then the Nea Church was here and beneath, and I hope that we will enter to it, and I cannot hear over. And look who built that. Haha! The old people like me knows it. Mary Theotokos, the Mother of God. That is the southern wall of the church. That was the biggest church in the Middle East at that time. Oops! You know that there are a lot of churches in Jerusalem that something happened on top of them, or here, no one. I mean, there wasn't a reason to build a church here, because nothing happened here, but still, it was such a beautiful, great church that we cannot visit. Some evidence from that time talks about Justinianus that sent all the treasures from the Jewish temple that were in Rome at that time, and in the Istanbul of today, to here, to that church. You can understand that we didn't find anything here. They didn't find because they didn't excavate the basilica yet. what they found is a little bit of the narthex in the atrium, but not a lot from the church. And I hope that one day they will excavate it. We are somewhere here, only the entrance, but they didn't excavate it. Almost 200 meters long. It includes a water system, a convent, library, hospital, and kind of a pilgrimage hotel. All of it. We know everything from Kyrillus, from Skytopolis, from the book that I love to read before I go to sleep. What we actually excavated is only the two apses of it, but the major apse is beneath the Jewish quarter, and we didn't excavate. And the basilica, which is the main church, well, we didn't excavate it as well. But what we can see here was part of the church, but it actually was built at the Crusader time. You can see even one of the vault, or beginning of a vault there. Then we're going to see almost nothing of the church, but you are going to be the first one who will see it if you will watch my video. Again, the Jewish quarter is there. That's the way to the western wall. That's the way to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. This is the western wall of the city, built by the Ottomans. As you can see, the wall is turning left, and if you remember, when I'm walking on the wall, ramparts, from the Jewish quarter to the western wall, it's from there. I'm the last one. That was the area of a tower that used to be here, and that's why that wall turns left instead of going all the way straight down. It was an Ayyubi tower, again a Muslim tower. And right here, just beneath that stage, there's another water system. Inside a church, you might see another water system. That is what the leftover. If there were too much water, then it moved to that water system. Guys, an history event. We are entering the part of the church, as you know, not the main one, but the one that was excavated. I wish that one day we will be able to excavate. I hope that you're gonna see something, because it's gonna be very dark. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Above us is the parking place of the Jewish quarter. The unique thing here is that they have here, they have built it with bricks and stones and stones from here. And that was built because the Caesar knew that that is one of the wrong places to build churches because of the fault area. Then the combination between those two stones is against the earthquake that can be here, and there are, and there were so many. Well, we were. You can see it beautifully. The breaks and the stones and the bedrock, and you can see that it was covered here. Tidanam, tidanam, tidanam. Smart, smart, smart. We're going to see the vouchers, the arches of it. It will take me time, but don't worry, let me show you a part of it. And here you can see part of the arches, and you can see the combination, combination between the breaks and the stones against the earthquakes. Eddie is with me again. Eddie, what are you doing here, Eddie? Yeah, I'm so happy that we actually took that tour. Say yes.
Yes,
Oh, yes. I'm very happy. We are so glad. All right, I'm just beneath that arch. Look at the corridor here. Now imagine that this is only a small part of the church. You can understand how big was the church. I'm not supposed to do that, but I'm doing it. I'm not supposed to do that, but I'm doing it. I'm afraid to do that, but I'm doing it. You can see it looks like a water system. You can see the plaster that cover everything. I'm not supposed to do that, but I did it. Guys, the first time that I've been here was around 2000. Not 2000 years ago, in the year 2000. And this is the second time that I'm here. I'm so happy to share it with you. Everything that you see here is from Justinian, 6th century. This is the water system. It's amazing. Look at the description. Look at that. That is for the opening day of the water system, not of the church. This is, of course, a replica. This is the factory that was built by Adrianus, a lot of superlatives, and by Constantine, which is at the year of something 6th century. This is a replica of it because the original is at the Jerusalem Museum. Can you imagine? Can you see the plaster? You can see how big it is. Then you can understand that water wasn't a problem here. Oh, there was a problem, but after building that water system, and remember that there's another water system of the rest of the water, then you can understand that he had water weren't a kind of a problem at the 6th century. The slopes is right here. Then they build those arches, the vaults, to make it much better flat, to turn it at that flat. Well, this is original. That one is original as well. The other two, as you can see, the cement, are not original. When the one who wrote about it mentioned 3 pages, I'm talking about at the time of Justinian's, he actually wrote 3 pages of their church. The rest, it was less than 1 sentence for each place. Then you can understand that was quite important. That story tells us that Justinianus built kind of a temple to the Mother of God, Theotokos. He didn't mention Ekklesia, like a church. He said temple. The local people calls it the New Church, the Nea. It means that there is another church, older one. An older one, yes. The same one mentioned that there are so many slopes here, and they build it at the church on top of it. They use ladders to climb that place. But Justinianus say that he will build a church on top of those hills, and then he will flat. He will build some arches right here to build a major church, temple, whatever you can call it. They were looking for trees, big trees, because it was difficult to use the trees, local trees, because they weren't so big. Then they used trees from Lebanon of today, just like the temple that was built by the same trees. The text actually gave us the idea that he actually built a temple, and the text is very similar to the temple that King Solomon built here, and not only a church. Lovely. In 614, the Persians killed so many Christians here, and one of 5 places that they brought the bodies to be buried was here at the Nea, and a library. Then that's why we know that there was a library here, 648 AD, of course. Sadly, at the beginning of the 9th century, the church stopped functioning as a church. The source, I think it was an Armenian song, but I'm not sure. Source actually said that the bells stopped ringing at that year. I'll read it for you in Hebrew, the description. Titulus. All right, well, okay. They are actually kicking me out then. I wanted to hear it in Hebrew, but because of her, we cannot. Everything that you see here is original from the 6th century, from Justinianus' time. Justinianus was a Caesar of Constantinople. Etty, you don't need to go to the gym tonight. To continue, we have to leave that place and say goodbye, because I'm not sure that in the next few years I will be able to enter. Because you know the wall of the city from 16th century, and of course we're gonna climb all the way up. Did I mention that I will be very happy if you will subscribe to my channel? Yes, I will. We actually came out of here. And that's the beginning of the church. What you can see here is the southern apse of the church. And if you're talking about that, this is the church, and you are looking now at that one. See my finger? That apse. The main apse is already beneath that building, and although it's not a memorial church, it's a very important church. Then the main apse, that part. Let me wait. A little bit of wind. That one, this one is that one, and that one is just beneath the Jewish quarter. Oren reached that place but didn't excavate it. It was, as you can see, the main apse and the biggest one. And we are climbing up. Then I used to walk through there. Let me show you where I am, then you will understand it better. But I am doing something wrong because they already ran away. All right, Mount of Olives is in front of you. Where the bus is the down gate, and you can see the wall right there of the temple, Jewish temple, Al-Aqsa Mosque. City of David is right here. That's the way to Bethlehem, and I'm not here, I'm running all the way up now. We're entering now the Jewish quarter. So I'm not breathing now. And the 4 Sephardic synagogues is in front of you. Now, I'm dedicating that tour to every Christian and every person who loves history of Jerusalem. But although I already sent you, gosh, I cannot breathe. Send you the cross, Betty. I'm dedicating it to you. Now, if you reached
the new studio, there's
22 minutes, it means that you are very educated, just like me, thirsting to knowledge. Then I will be more than happy if you will write something to Betty. Betty lost her mother that she loved and didn't see for a long time. Thanks God that just before she went to heaven to meet Jesus, they met each other and talked a lot. That is such a sorrow. And Betty is one of the subscribers, just like you. Then write something to Betty. Thank you very much for that. Guys, thank you. Wait, maybe there's more about the church, but I'm not sure. The corridor that you will see was built by Justinianus, and it reached the church. By the way, the church is on the 6th century map that we found in the city of Madaba. This is the main street, and if you will continue all the way straight, you will reach to the second 6th century entrance to Mount Zion. Remember, we saw that place the Muslims built on top of it a tower as well. Thank you very much for being with me in that wonderful, wonderful, wonderful tour. Bye bye.